Let me show you just how easy it is for a student to create, type in, and then share a document with his or her teacher. So here I am in a test student account. I'm already signed in. I'm going to click Create, and I'm going to choose Document. Up will pop an untitled document. The student clicks on those words and very quickly renames it to, let's see, Science Research Project, let's say. Okay, so they've renamed it, and now they can start typing in it. Pretty easy, and one of the great features, which you might have noticed right up here, is saving happens automatically. There's no ability for them to forget to save. Now let's say the project is done and it's time to share it with their teacher, or we're sharing it with the teacher ahead of time just so that they can get feedback, or sharing it with peers to get feedback on the project. This handy little share button right up here allows us to click, and everything's default set up to private, and the owner is the person who created it, but we can invite people here by email address. So I'm going to invite myself. So remember, I'm using a test student account, but I'm going to type in my email address. So I've done that, and I'm going to give myself editing privileges. So we're going to, it would be the same if we were doing it for students. You can either do edit, comment, or view, but I'm going to do edit, and I'm going to click share and save. So now it shows that it's still private, but now this additional person, me, can see it as the teacher. So let's go ahead and flip over to what that looks like on my end. So here I am, now I'm signed in. My picture's up here. It also looks different. It's green because I've set it up that way. I'm going to click in Shared with Me. And when I click there, right at the top here, because it's organized by share date, is the most recent thing that's been shared with me, which is that science project. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Okay, so remember, on that other screen, the student is in the document also. It's still open, so I can see that up here. There's a little icon up here, and this is where their cursor is. I can drop my cursor, and I can start typing. Okay, and if they were typing, we'd see their cursor move. So let's just see where my cursor is when they look at mine, at the students. Click done there. So you can see now here's the cursor for myself. So that was pretty darn easy. What's particularly nice, let me go back now to what it looks like from the teacher perspective. Let's say the teacher, here's the whole project, and the teacher wants to provide some feedback. It's not quite done yet, and the student needs to make some improvement, particularly here. They're not real happy with how this part of the product is turning out. So they've highlighted the part they want to talk to the student about or comment. They click comment. Up pops this little window. Let me make it so you can see it. It's a place for me to write the comments. Please, oops, that's in all caps. Let's make that our comment. Please don't type in all caps. I click comment. So now my comment lives connected to this part I highlighted. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like from the student point of view. And up pops, back with the student point of view, the student can easily see this and can actually even reply. Okay, I'll fix it. Look at how easy that was, and reply. And so that can go on and on if we wanted to. But that's all there is to it. Those are some pretty easy features in using Google Docs for peer and teacher feedback.